And we are back with part 2. I like the game, but there is some unnecessary fluff, so I will be editing that out, as well as summarizing certain exposition scenes, because some of them are very long, with only a little important information. And the game repeats itself a lot. Where we're at now is one half of a body was discovered, then the other half. So he went through the previous detective's mind, Ryuki, to try to figure out what was going on. But he couldn't get anything because his psyche is too damaged. Now we're playing as Ryuki and seeing everything that happened back when he was lead detective on the case. Anyone imagines Ryuki, Chapter 1. 6 years ago. Bouse. Date!
What's up, Ryuki?
Mr. Date.
About your face.
Is there something on my face?
Well,
Let me guess. Eye patch?
About the eye patch.
Looks cool, doesn't it? I'm wearing the patch because Iva ran away from home.
That's not the whole story, though, is it, Dante? You tried to watch a VR video of bikini girls splitting watermelons at the beach.
I can't do this anymore. I am done being your partner.
So Iva leapt out of Dante's eye socket and ended up at my place.
so she's at your house right now?
No, she's working on a top-secret mission.
What mission?
If I told you, it wouldn't be top secret.
Oh, you tease. Why are you here?
I thought you were on vacation.
Yeah, new labor laws. I'm supposed to be on break.
Then why are you here?
Well, why not? I was bored, so I thought I'd come play darts.
This is supposed to be a place of business. Could you not play around in here?
What? This room is full of things to play with.
You want to ride along for the investigation, Mr. Date?
I'm not gonna work on my day off. I'm not that bored.
Date, you're already at the office, champ.
Bored enough to come here.
There are many types of boredom. This is different.
Well, Ryuki, I'm counting on you.
Right. Leave it to me.
Shoma, my little boy, he's in elementary school. One day I wake up, go to the bathroom mirror, and I have writing on my forehead. It must have been Shoma. He had been learning letters in school recently. Anyway, he writes, Death Tub. And I'm thinking, Death Tub? Is that what he meant? Is he trying to tell me something? Then Shoma saw my face and started busting out laughing. And I was thinking, what's so funny? That's when I realized when you see Death Tub in the mirror, God of energy, Inti, Pachaka Max!
What is wrong with you, bro?
Are you finished?
Well,
God, I hope
you're
so.
the only one here. You're Mr. Ryuki from the Metropolitan Police Department, right? You came here to talk about what happened?
Yes.
Then let's go somewhere else to talk. You prefer someplace quieter, right?
Wait, the Ferris wheel?
Well, why not?
Alone with a middle-aged man in an enclosed space? This is not what I had in mind.
Why a Ferris wheel?
I love Ferris wheels. I like anything that continuously spins around, actually. Plane propellers, washing machines, the beds at love hotels.
There used to be rotating beds at love hotels a long time ago.
How do you know that?
Just like life, isn't it? With its ups and downs. We rotate around the same places over and over.
Well, the beds at love hotels don't go up and down, though. Although, I guess they do, in a way.
My boy is just like me, you know?
Shoma? You mentioned him on stage earlier.
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too. He's almost in middle school and he still comes here by himself all the time. He talks like he's all grown up, but he's still a kid inside.
With your love of Ferris wheels, I'd say you're still a kid on the inside, too.
You got a point there. You're probably right.
About Shoma.
He's right in the middle of his rebellious stage, so he's been a handful. His mother hasn't been around about 3 years now.
Was it a divorce?
Yeah. She got sick of me and left the house.
Why did you host the quiz show?
You know I'm a comedian now, but when I was in my early 20s, I was working as a regular company employee. I appeared on several quiz shows on the side and ended up winning first place many times.
Komeiji was famous as a quiz king ever since he was a student. He even had worshippers who lauded him as the quiz god.
Thinking back, that may have been the peak of my life.
That's sad.
Adored wherever I went, everyone buying me all sorts of things. Maybe I shouldn't have taken advantage of the situation like I did. I was so enamored by the glamorous celebrity life. I've always loved comedy, so I strived to become a comedian. And after that, well, it's just as you saw on that stage.
I wonder why there wasn't an audience. It was so funny.
About last night's incident.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what happened. I was just invited there and hosted the show as requested. Then that body suddenly appeared.
Smells like alcohol.
Ah, does it?
A little.
A lot is more like it. Komeiji's blood alcohol level is 0.12%, the early stages of inebriation.
I just couldn't get over what happened last night and ended up drinking too much. I wanted to forget about everything. I had to drink.
Oh, you had to, huh, champ? Ota, I still hate you, you bitch.
Man, this sucks. I already talked my jaw off yesterday.
That was with the local detective, right? I haven't heard anything yet.
Big sis, perhaps you should help them?
Big sis?
Ah, that's just what I call Mizuki.
Ah, and you're...
My name is Kizuna. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Ryuki, right? You were on that quiz show last night.
Shouldn't you be in school?
Today is February 11th, National Foundation Day.
The fuck kind of made up holiday is that?
Oh yeah, it is. So, why are you here?
Why else? To eat some of Ota's cooking. I brought my friend Kizzy with me.
And I appreciate your business.
Fuck you, Ota. Why do you call Mizuki that?
This is a bit difficult to explain.
She's like, it's none of your fucking business.
I just sensed a certain elegance to Mizuki that was characteristic of an older sister.
Is that a compliment?
Yep.
Tama, how old is Kizuna?
18, same as Iris. They're in their third year, so they're graduating soon. In other words, Mizuki is a whole 6 years younger than Kizuna.
About the incident last night.
I was watching that quiz show live as well. Then, goodness, I couldn't believe it. That corpse suddenly appeared on the screen. I couldn't sleep last night from the shock of it all. I was worried about Big Sis and Iris as well.
Yeah, you called me a bunch, I remember.
You witnessed the corpse with your own eyes, did you not? Are you certain you're okay?
I'm totally fine.
Your mental fortitude is admirable.
I've been through a lot is all.
Speaking of crazy, that ViewCube video.
You saw it.
No, not the whole thing. Too scary. I saw the one before, though.
The one before?
You don't know? I think it was about half a year ago. A video similar to that one went viral. Everyone was talking about it online.
Ah, I know of that one as well. The mysterious video known as Bats 490, correct?
Yup. There was some kind of code hidden in it, too.
According to the rumors, whoever deciphers it will learn the secret of the world.
Secret of the world? Did a grade schooler come up with that or something?
The writer roasting himself. I'm here for it.
You're a grade schooler yourself, by the way.
Do you have a girlfriend?
That came out of nowhere. Of course I have one.
Oh, look at Oda, Mr. Cool.
You met her yesterday, right? Tessa. A girl named Iris Sagan.
Yeah, and I'm Napoleon.
Ota, do you want me to rip your tongue out?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, as long as we're on the subject. Are you going out with anyone, Kizzy?
Oh, me? Such relations with gentlemen are completely foreign to me.
Are you into baby-faced guys that know how to cook?
Shut up, Oda, dude. You're like young as fuck.
Ugh, no shame.
Oh, my type is So stereotypical that I am embarrassed to admit it. Someone like Prince Charming.
Aw.
Prince?
I yearn to be a princess. I hope my Prince Charming will appear before me with a glass slipper someday. That's my dream.
Glass slipper?
Who is that?
Well, he's a customer. He comes by a lot.
Well, in any case, I have a great affinity for shoes. My admiration of Princess Cinderella partially comes from that, I'm sure. Glass slippers. Isn't that so magical? How lovely it would be to dance in them.
Wouldn't it be hard to dance in glass slippers?
That is true.
Hey, Kizzy, I want to see you dance.
Where did this come from?
I want to see too.
Don't you want to see too, Ryuki?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've gotta see this.
Then I'll play some music. Just a sec.
Wait, I have not agreed to anything yet.
What the fuck is this?
And gum on my way to the station. The crowd squeezes out my frustration. And now I'm taking heat in the classroom. Oh well, I'll eat some donuts in the bathroom. Now I hear my friend got herself a boyfriend. They're going out for barbecue on the weekend. I see all of their smiles in their pics online. Wait, why is that making me cry? Oh my Prince Charming, where can I find you? How do I remind you of the dream we share? But dreams are just for dreamers, lonely hearts and schemers. I've got to break the chains of fate on my own. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Lonely girls across the world, let's wake up and fight. Worlds apart with beating hearts, unite the light through the night. The boys want to reach us, they'll have to keep up. Without you, I am lonely. I need to be home.
I'm not dancing, you're dancing.
I know your name. You're Kizuna, aren't you?
Bro, you're like a grown man.
I heard you introducing yourself earlier. My name's Leon Twining, and I'm 22 years old.
Yeah, okay.
My father's American, and my mother's Japanese. So, Kizuna, I want you to marry me.
Huh?
You're joking about the marriage thing, right?
Of course this isn't a joke. Kizuna's dance purified my heart. There was so much darkness building inside me. But she cleared it all away. It felt like I went straight to heaven. I've always wanted to be a pilot since I was little. It was my dream to fly through the sky. Kizuna made that dream come true for me. Seeing her dance, it was like my soul pierced the heavens and flew into the stars. So, I've decided. I'm gonna marry her! Won't you marry me, Kizuna?
No, thank you.
Bruh.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
No, thank you.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that either.
No, thank you.
Anyway, I won't give up. You'll come around eventually, Kizuna. My motto is, if at first you don't succeed, try and fail again!
Hell yeah.
I think you mean try again.
Nope. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay! My heart feels like a jackhammer, like it's gonna burst out of my chest any second.
Why are you here?
Actually, I got fired yesterday. I
Bruh.
didn't feel like doing anything after I woke up this morning.
So you just didn't go to
I
work?
came here so I could drink my problems away.
But you were drinking non-alcoholic beer.
Hell yeah.
I can still get drunk off of them, okay?
What job did you get fired from?
I was a bank clerk.
What were you really?
I don't like talking about it, but I was a janitor.
No shame in
I
that.
think that is a noble job.
You're
Oh.
so right!
Oh.
But unfortunately, my job was taken from me. And I have zero motivation to do anything now. Hard work just seems so pointless.
I dislike people who don't work hard.
Oof.
All right. I'm hitting up the employment office tomorrow.
This guy has a rather one-track mind.
He doesn't seem all that bad, though.
Now, we haven't obtained much useful information. There's no point in staying here for too long.
Yeah, let's go somewhere else. Wait, you're the director of that quiz show, Chimpe?
You got a problem with that?
No, but
I told you, he got out. He's making an honest living as a civilian these days. Ain't that right?
That's right, boss.
Stop calling me that. I'm not a member of the gang anymore.
Do you have any leads at all?
I don't know what to tell you.
did you see any suspicious people hanging around the studio, for example?
Suspicious people. I guess the only one who comes to mind is Kameji.
Kameji? You mean...
Yeah, Andy's Kameji, the host. Supposedly he has connection to the Yakuza.
You are the Yakuza. What are you talking about?
I'm not talking about our group, of course.
Oh, of course not you. Just every other Yakuza group.
It's just something I heard at a meeting with the street bosses.
Moma, you're a mess.
Word is he's involved in some dangerous transactions.
And you're not? You just talked about meeting with the street bosses yourself.
Oh, that might not have anything to do with last night.
About the case.
Sorry, but I haven't found anything that might be a lead.
What about the rest of the staff?
They'll probably tell you the same thing.
I'm feeling like I'm back in Doki Doki
Iris.
again.
How are you feeling? Still upset about last night?
I'm okay. I recover pretty quick from these things. See? I'm bouncing right back. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy bunny!
Ryuki, would you mind hitting her with a German suplex?
A German suplex. Hell yeah, dude.
Later. By the way, you're...
That's Mommy. She's one of my best friends.
Nice to meet you. My name is Amame Doi. I'm a third year at Sakiba High, and I'm in the same dance club as Iris. I'm a super hyper cutie miracle beauty.
Kill yourself.
Ryuki, I think we should leave.
Hold on. So you're the one I heard about. Mizuki and Kizuna told me about you earlier.
Huh. You just pictured me in a leotard, didn't you?
Nah, you're a little young for my taste.
No?
Oh, it's a pervert! Somebody call the police!
I am the police.
Oh, come to think of it, you were on the quiz show last night, weren't you? Your name started with an R, I think.
Yeah.
Mr. Rero Taro, was it?
Yes, that's my name.
It's Ryuki!
I see. Mr. Ryuki Rerotaro.
It's class over.
Don't you know today is February 11th? National Foundation Day.
Again, what the hell is that?
Oh, right. Then why are you at school?
Well, how do I put this? I just felt compelled.
Compelled, huh?
I can only wear this uniform and attend this school for about another month or so.
So I invited Mommy, and we just kind of ended up here.
Dude, this is the opposite of America. Like, the last few days, everybody pretty much skips.
Iris and Amame are third years. They'll be graduating soon.
German suplex. Hell yeah, dude.
Clack, clickety clack. I boiled a potato and my socks in a sack.
Mr. Ryuki.
Are you okay?
Bro, this dude is the killer. Gotta be. About the incident last night.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it. It did feel like some sort of paranormal phenomenon, though.
Paranormal?
Like I mentioned last night. Maybe that body teleported here from some other world. The other half could have been absorbed into some other dimension. And that split the body in two.
Speaking of which, there are rumors that people who watched that video and disappeared could have also been swallowed into another dimension.
Iris is sitting on a chair.
Leering at an 18-year-old. That's a bit creepy, don't you think?
I wasn't leering.
I was not leering.
What's your career path going to be after graduation?
You could say I'm a part-timer. It's just me and my mom back home, so money's tight. I don't have time to go to college or a specialty school.
But Mommy is so smart. She always has the best grades, even though she doesn't go to class much.
Oh, what are you doing when you skip class there, Mame?
I've been busy with my part-time job and dance practice.
Dance practice, yeah right. Women don't dance.
Where do you work?
I work as a mermaid at a gaudy maid cafe called Sunfish Pocket. Mermaids are what they call the maids that work there.
They wear these cute mermaid outfits as they serve the customers? I know because I used to work at Sunfish Pocket a long time ago. Mommy works there at night after dance practice.
How late do you work?
Don't tell anyone, but until about 11.
Even when you were 17.
Yes, ever since I was 16.
You criminal.
That's a violation of Article 61 of the Labor Standards Act. Though it would be the employer who would be penalized.
I lied to the manager about my age. So according to my profile, I'm 20 years old right now.
That's a bit...
Labor Standards Law Article 61 declares that you cannot employ anyone younger than 18 from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m.
I'm sorry. Please don't arrest me. My family's poor, so I need to keep working. Genny, I told you to wait for me at the gate, didn't I?
Bro, that thing is horrifying.
Yeah, but I got here a bit early.
Okay, that guy's
His
horrifying.
name is Gen.
I should have already known that.
He's the owner of the fusion restaurant Brahmin in Golden Yokocho. Though, I'm sure you already know that.
Yeah, I've been there many times. But why is Gen here?
Ah, if it isn't Mr. Ryuki. Are you here to investigate that case by any chance?
Yes, I was talking to Iris about it.
I also watched the quiz show last night. Several people I know were on it.
Why are you here?
I drove here to pick up Amame and Iris. I need them to help out at work tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry, Genny. Something came up.
Oh, I see.
I'm free though. I can still help.
That'd be great.
You two are close with Gen, huh?
Yeah, we're just a big ol' happy threesome.
You could have said that better.
That was a weird way to phrase it.
Exactly.
Amame visited Brahmin a lot, even back when it was in Yotsuya.
Once it moved to Golden Yokocho, I took Iris there.
You've been to Brahmin too, Mr. Ryuki?
Of course. I've been there several times. Mr. Date took me there.
Mr. Date? So you must know Mr. Date too, Genny.
I've known him for a long time. We're so close, we've seen each other's buttholes.
That's very close.
Wow, what a small world.
And I like how she has no reaction to that.
Is she really going to ignore the butt part?
Exactly. Were you able to get in easily?
Oh, are you asking because I'm wearing this mask?
Yes.
It was fine. The security for this school is practically non-existent. There are tons of places on the grounds without any fences or security cameras.
So you didn't walk in through the front gate?
I couldn't have, dressed like this. A guard would have stopped me.
Rightfully so. There's a reason he always wears the mask. He would scare people if he took it off. I haven't seen him without his mask myself, but that's what he said. Supposedly it's something he was born with. He got called a monster when he was a kid. Okay, no way that's irrelevant to the main story. What do you think of this car?
Honestly, it reeks of bad taste. Makes me want to puke just looking at it.
Keep talking like that, and I'll throw you out the window.
Then you'd be a goner too. I'm the one driving this car, you know. Why don't you take the leap and buy a different car?
I can't. This car is all I have of my parents.
Your parents passed away, didn't they?
In an airplane crash when I was young. From then on, I was living with my younger brother. But 6 years ago, he also.
Ryuki, you have a call. It's from Mizuki.
Mizuki?
I'm connecting her.
Oh, Ryuki? I got your number from Boss.
What is it?
I remembered something about Bats 490. I thought maybe it could lead to a clue.
What did you remember?
Someone in my class at school actually figured it out. He decoded the hidden message in Bats 490.
He did?
His name is Shoma Enda. He might know something, so I would go find him. Anyway, see ya!
Shoma. Isn't that?
Andy's Komeiji's.
Oh, it's all coming together.
Shoma, you know what happened last night, right? The QR code displayed on that sign. There was a link in it leading to a video. We're calling it the QR video. I wanted to talk to you about it. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
About the Bats 490 code.
You know about the video called Bats 490, right? I have a feeling it's related to the QR video somehow. You solved the code in Bats 490, didn't you? And it showed you a certain location. Am I right?
What are you making?
What are you making? Don't tell me it's a bomb.
He's completely ignoring you.
Maybe because he's wearing headphones.
No, that's not it. There's no sound coming from them.
God, please help.
You can help yourself.
What is that?
It looks like a robot. I tried searching, but it looks like it's not commercially available.
A homemade robot, huh? Hey, Shoma. Would you mind showing me the robot in your closet?
Huh? How do you know about that?
Oh, well,
Tell him you heard it from Komeiji.
Right. I heard about it from Mr. Komeiji.
From my dad?
That's right.
Okay then.
Hell yeah, bro. I love lying to children.
Just for a bit, okay?
You made that?
Yeah. I call it Robata.
All by yourself?
Uh-huh. There's a junk shop in Akiba. I got all the parts there. This robot only has one tire. It uses a gyro to keep its balance. Fine-tuning it is really hard.
Compliment strongly, compliment like crazy, regular compliment.
That's incredible. I'm impressed that you made it all by yourself.
Looks like the lock has opened.
Looks like it.
About Mizuki.
She's just a classmate. We're not friends or anything. I don't talk to her much.
I don't blame you.
Do you wish you could talk to her more?
No. Of course not.
Even though she's cute?
Bruh, she's like 12. Relax.
That Uggo? She's not cute at all.
Called her an Uggo.
His temperature is rising. That was clearly a lie.
Yeah, I could tell.
What are you making?
One of the parts for Robata, the robot running around. I want to upgrade it. I'm trying to make it so it can carry my weight.
About your father.
Yeah. Andy's Komeiji is my dad. Sorry. I don't really want to talk about him.
I don't blame you. His head is a box.
Why not?
Well, because... why does it matter?
Now, I think it's about time we get back to why I'm here.
I solved it.
Hmm?
The Bats 490 code. I solved it.
How?
I have to go soon, so I'll tell you the short version.
That's fine. Please just tell me.
He's not gonna tell us. Something's gonna
The
happen.
video's hidden message pointed to a certain location, right?
Yeah.
And where is that?
Horodori Lab, the Horodori Institute of Genetics.
Oh! Dude, I'm shocked he told us.
I heard about it last night on the news.
Dude, that's straight up a Zero Escape suit.
Truly unprecedented. What a mysterious case.
Why do you look like a Crash Bandicoot villain?
I am Chikara Horodori, the director of this research institute.
He hasn't retired yet. His 60th birthday was last year.
What were you doing around 6 a.m. on the 9th?
Jun's estimated time of death.
I was sleeping in my bed at home. They say seniors are early to rise, but that's not true at all in my case. Perhaps that means I'm still young.
Okay, Boomer.
Is there anyone who could back your story?
Don't tell me I'm a suspect.
I'm just doing my job. I've always wanted to say that.
Good for you. Your dream came true.
I live alone now. Unfortunately, there's no one with me at home.
Chikara got divorced 6 years ago. As for children, he has one daughter. She's 32 years old. His daughter and ex-wife are currently living in Italy.
In other words, there's no one who can corroborate Chikara's alibi.
That's right.
About the QR video?
It was mentioned on the news. But the video itself wasn't broadcasted, so I haven't seen it.
Then you don't know about Bats 490.
What is that?
It's a video that's very similar to the QR video.
I've never heard of it.
I actually came here to ask you about it specifically. There's a hidden code in the video, and I've heard it points to this research institute.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Perhaps someone just made it up.
About this institute.
We mainly conduct research on gene therapy through genome editing here. Are you familiar with genome editing?
Site-specific nucleases. An artificial restriction enzyme known as CRISPR-Cas9 is commonplace these days. Genome editing is a technique that uses this enzyme to splice, replace, and bind any base sequence of DNA.
In other words, it's technology that rewrites DNA.
Indeed. Last year, we developed a revolutionary genome editing method we call Purge. With this, genetic diseases that were previously too difficult to treat, for example, severe congenital heart diseases, are now curable. But that's not all. In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable.
I don't like how your eyes got crazy all of a sudden. Immortality?
Oh, but I don't mean your body will be invincible. Death can still occur via trauma, ingesting poison, viral infections, this sort of thing. However, it can make death due to old age a thing of the past.
Are we sure we want that, though?
Can Purge really do that?
Indeed. The body's deterioration due to aging can be prevented by rewriting all of its DNA, maintaining a permanent state of youth. However, this has not yet been proven. It's still in its experimental stage, but it won't be long until our hypothesis is substantiated. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
Ryuki, don't you think something is off about Chikara?
You think so?
You really are dense. You're dense enough to be the target audience for mobile game ads.
Shots fired. Hell yeah.
Huh.
His temperature is abnormally high, isn't it?
Maybe he has the flu.
Don't make me pluck out your eyebrows from the inside.
Do you think he's upset about something?
Probably. Ryuki, let's find out if he's hiding something.
Wink sync. Yeah, let's give it a shot. This guy.
Imagine a random kid comes to your lab and does this.
Wink sync is a simplified version of syncing, but you're still taking a look inside their dreams.
And dreams are made from memories, so there shouldn't be anything in there that he doesn't know about.
You're saying...
Chikara knows about Bats 490. He was lying to us earlier. Mr. Chikara, can you accompany me to the station?
What? Why?
I'd like to speak to you in more detail. You do have the right to decline, of course.
Very well. I'll go with you.
At this point, we go into Chikara's head and find a link between a company called Nyes and the Bats 490 video, and also watch the Bats 490 video.
Ryuki, this is...
I know. That's 490.
Ought to know, Ryuki Chapter 1.
Welcome. I am the president of the Japanese Knights Outlaws branch, Tokiko Shigure.
I apologize for visiting so late at night. I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Mr. Ryuki, is it? Mamoru, my secretary, has already informed me. I hear you've come to ask about Jin Furue's murder.
About Bats 490.
Considering the fact that you are here, I assume it would be pointless to hide it. Indeed, I had my subordinates create that video.
Well, thanks for just admitting it.
Bats 490 was an ARG, just a game. But there was a high-level encryption hiding a message within. We have been seeking high IQ individuals with the capability to decode it.
Well, I am here.
The purpose was to recruit them into Knives.
So this QR video was made for the same reason?
I am aware of that video. I saw it on the news. However, it's completely unrelated to Knives. I assume someone made it with the intent to imitate Bats 490.
What do you think, Tama?
Hard to say I'm that alone.
We are a group of like-minded individuals who act together based on a certain understanding of the universe.
That could describe a lot of bad groups.
And that is?
The simulation theory. Have you heard of it?
That the world is an artificial simulation of reality created by someone or something. That's the theory.
You're saying everything in this world we're living in isn't real?
Well, that's the theory, at least.
Yes. It's a false world constructed with specific rules by a program. And if it is made by a program, there must by necessity be imperfections, edges, or seams. To find these seams, or to create them, is our objective.
Why would you do that?
If you tear at the seams of a cloth, it will unravel, and a hole will be created. Thusly, we will tear at the seams of the program until it is unraveled, and its people are emancipated.
So she's basically Morpheus, but a Japanese woman.
That is our ultimate goal.
This old hack has completely lost it.
I don't think she has. How will you tear the seams of the world?
The intersection between the warp and weft. That's where the seam can occur.
Okay, now the weft sounds made up.
I don't understand.
You will someday. It is a prophecy. It will be fulfilled eventually.
Okay, now you're sounding a bit out of pocket.
What is that?
It's a hand sign we use.
Bruh, that's like the Illuminati symbol that Jay-Z does.
It's meant to resemble the sign behind me.
Or, excuse me. For legal purposes, that's the alleged Illuminati sign that Jay-Z does. What were you doing around 6 a.m. on the 9th?
Judging by the way you asked that, I assume that's Jin's estimated time of death?
Yes.
Well, yes.
We're murder police asking about a murder. You're very astute.
I was in Okinawa from the night of the 8th. I had a seminar to attend on the 9th and 10th. I returned to Tokyo late last night.
I checked the logs for hotels and airports, for smartphone access points, and the security footage for each location. It's true that Tokiko was in Okinawa from the 8th to the 10th.
So she has an alibi.
As long as you presume Jin's body wasn't brought back with her from Okinawa.
About Chikara.
Do you mean the man from Horodori Institute of Genetics?
So you do know him. I'm actually here because of a tip I got from him.
Chikara is under arrest?
No, he was just released earlier. We didn't have enough evidence to keep him detained.
I see.
About your relationship with Chikara.
Chikara is a former member of Knives. though this was over 20 years ago. When he left us, he became an avid believer in the Order of Percent.
Order of Percent?
It's an organization that split off from Nyes. You could say they are a sect. The Order of Percent is a religious sect, whereas we are an ideological society. Despite our common roots, we are heading in completely different directions.
Then how did Chikara know that Nyes created Bats 490?
I wouldn't know about that. Perhaps he asked an acquaintance from Nyes.
Wink sink.
What is going on here?
Maybe she's not thinking about anything at all.
Nah, she's blocking us.
Her mind is completely blank?
She's basically Patrick Star.
Maybe she reached a state of selflessness.
I doubt it.
That's the Nonyapal X, the symbol of Nyes.
Non-upal means consisting of 9. You know how there's single, double, triple? Non-upal is the 9th.
So non-upal X means 9 X's?
Seems so.
That's a lot of girls to date, bro.
Did you know that Nyzadlaws is derived from 9-exed lozenge? Lozenge referring to a diamond shape. In other words, Nyzadlaws means the 9 X's of the diamond. By the way, would you mind if I asked you a question?
No, I won't date you.
What is it?
You're too old for me. That sounded bad. I only date women around my age. There we go.
Are you perhaps a Freyr?
Freyr?
Frey. I thought I heard that somewhere
I
before.
am asking the person within you.
What?
I will ask you one more time. Are you a Freyr?
Is she asking me? Are you asking me? A Freyr? How do I click on it? No or yes? I don't know what that means, so no.
I see. Then I must have been mistaken.
What is a Freyr? Frey. Right. I remember now.
It was written on that sign.
Frey to free. Frey can mean fight, but it can also mean to wear out or tear.
Remember what Tokiko said. Their ultimate goal is to break down this world and emancipate its people.
Miss Shigure, are you sure Nyes didn't make the QR video?
We did not.
But the word Frey was written on that sign in the QR code.
We of Nyes are only involved in Bats 490, which we created half a year ago. We are not the ones who created the QR video. The word Frey being displayed on that sign must be a coincidence.
Oh, I'm sure.
That can't be just a coincidence.
Oh, but it can. After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation, a false world created by a program. And such programs always have some glitches lurking under the surface. We call such glitches seams. Coincidences like this are a manifestation of such glitches. Proof of imperfection. Proof of the seams. The appearance of Jin's corpse is also likely to be an example of such phenomenon.
What?
Are you familiar with the Philadelphia experiment?
It's a top-secret military experiment that's said to have taken place in the American city of Philadelphia on October 28, 1943. A powerful electromagnetic wave was fired towards the USS Eldridge, a destroyer-class warship. Supposedly, the reason for doing this was to conceal the ship from showing up on radar. But as soon as the experiment began, something strange happened. The Eldridge was enshrouded in a greenish mist, then vanished. Afterward, it appeared at a military port in Norfolk, nearly 200 miles away from the shipyard in Philadelphia. Sometime later, it reappeared in its original position again.
So you're saying it teleported?
Well, it's nothing but an urban legend. Just an occult story with little credibility.
I relayed Thomas' story directly to Tokoko.
Yes, exactly. However, the story doesn't end there. When the USS Eldridge returned to Philadelphia, there were several sailors on board, but some of them had melted like a rotten banana. while others ended up with their bodies entirely burned and blackened. Others were said to have merged with the steel hull, their bodies having become a piece of the ship.
That sounds uncomfortable.
Does that sound familiar?
You mean Jin? Are you saying his right half teleported here?
It isn't impossible. If a seam was torn, that is.
Impossible.
Okay, we're picking up a little bit of steam.
You like this park, don't you, Ryuki?
I feel calm when I'm around nature. It's like I can feel the buzz inside me quieting down. Tama, what do you think about what Tokiko said earlier? What the? Did we teleport here?
Are you serious?
We're in Studio Devita, aren't we?
It just seems that way. We're not actually there. Last night, I scanned every nook and cranny of the scene. What you're looking at now is what I replicated using that data. Your objective is to solve the mystery behind the sudden appearance of Jin's right half.
All right, let's start looking around. What's this? There's something inside the body.
Three things catch my attention. First, a mixture of potassium chlorate, sulfur, and red phosphorus. This is probably a fire starter. It would ignite very easily.
That's why he set on fire.
The fuse is coiled up and extends from there. By the way, the fuse includes an oxidizing agent, so it can continue to burn even inside the body. And finally, at the end of the fuse is a powder mixture of iron oxide and aluminum. This is a substance that causes a thermite reaction. When ignited, it creates heat of over 3,000 degrees Celsius and burns violently.
The bottom part of the signboard is stuck pretty deep in there.
There's a bit of a curve at the tip. Whoever stuck it in probably didn't want it pulled out.
Of course not. A signboard would be useless unless it's standing.
It's useless unless it's standing?
Let's not go there.
Bruh.
No, that's not what I meant. Like I mentioned yesterday, Jin's estimated time of death is 6 o'clock on February 9th. Based on the time his corpse appeared, it should be about 40 hours ago. Rigor mortis seems to be fading already. It's not completely gone yet, but the body has somewhat softened at this point. It should take more time to get to this stage if it's been on a rooftop in the winter. That's why I think this corpse was kept indoors, someplace warm.
Getting a better look at it, it looks like something tied to his waist. It's like a spider's thread. No, even thinner.
My analysis concludes that this is a CNT, or carbon nanotube. Where is the other end of the CNT connected?
That way, over by that red lamp.
Okay, it looks like we're pretty much done investigating here. Using the clues we've gathered so far, we should be able to solve the mystery. First thing, about that power outage when the body appeared. Was it really just a power outage?
I was wondering about that too. The lights came back on way too quickly. Plus, if the power did go out, the stream should have cut out at the same time.
But the stream went on, no problem.
So it wasn't an outage. The lights were switched off.
So how did the lights get turned off?
Well, I think I know what did it.
Okay. Alright, so if I wanted the power to go out and was doing it on purpose, what would I do?
There were bundled CNTs tied to the body. They were routed through the ceiling beams and onto the light switch.
But a dead body can't pull strings.
No, but it can fall. From the ceiling, I mean.
Now that you mention it, I thought I heard something hit the floor right after the lights went out.
The body fell from the ceiling and tugged on the CNT, which caused the light switch to turn off.
So on to the next question. The corpse was hidden up in the ceiling, right? Then how did it fall?
Someone pushed it? The culprit dropped it from above.
The culprit must have been hiding up in the ceiling, and when the time was right, they dropped the corpse.
A simple answer, but no. I've already confirmed that no one was up there. Can you think of some other way?
The rigor mortis softened.
The culprit used the mechanism of the body softening after rigor mortis. The body must have been placed up in the ceiling like a bridge between two beams. It would stay up there while the body is still stiff. But as time passes and rigor mortis lessens, the corpse softens.
And that's what made it fall down. Now, for the final question, why did the body explode and burn?
Well, that can be explained by using the X-ray mode. The ignition agent combusted from the impact of the body hitting the ground. The fire went up the coiled fuse and onto the substance that triggered a thermite reaction. The substance was eventually ignited, causing a huge explosion.
So that interval between the fall and explosion was because of the time it took for the fire to reach the end of the fuse. I get it. It was hard to find traces of that trick because it was such an analog method.
All right, I think we're starting to figure things out here. So you can turn off this VR space now.
No, not yet. That was just a rehearsal. We still have the main show.
What do you mean?
We're recreating the culprit's actions.
Are you telling me to do that?
You're the only actor here, aren't you?
Actor? Are we recording something?
Of course we are. We're testing a theory here, so we need to create something that can be viewed objectively.
I have no idea what you're going on about.
Shut your stupid mouth, you third-rate bit part actor!
Hey, I'm at least second rate.
Hi! I'm, the culprit who killed Jin. Now, prepare to witness an amazing show featuring this corpse. The body was placed so it was hung like a bridge between two beams.
You can place it like this because it was stiff from rigor mortis. So that's how they did the light trick.
Carbon nanotubes, CNT, were tied to the body. The CNT went up the beams and extended downward onto the light switch.
CNT is too thin to be seen with the naked eye, so no one noticed it.
I've got it all set up. Now I just need to wait for the rigor mortis to subside.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in character?
Boy! I sure hope the corpse gets softer soon. It needs to be soft and squishy. Like an octopus.
This scene makes no sense. I'm cutting it out.
You made me do it.
And after time passed, rigor mortis began to subside.
The body falls, and the impact sets off the ignition agent inside it. The fire travels up the fuse line.
Soon after, a staff member turns on the lights.
Bam! A body appears, as if it teleported in out of nowhere. Sometime later, the burning fuse inside the body reaches the explosives. And that is the truth behind the corpse's sudden appearance and explosion.
Cut! Good work. I got some nice footage of the reenactment.
I still don't understand why the acting was necessary. It all makes sense now. That corpse didn't teleport here after all.
Of course it didn't, though the culprit obviously wanted it to seem that way.
Half of a body just suddenly appearing out of nowhere, just like the Philadelphia experiment. Someone went through all that trouble to make it look like something strange occurred.
I think they also wanted to draw as much attention as possible to that sign. All so they could spread that QR video.
About the reason the corpse's cross-section was facing downward.
That body fell from the studio ceiling. If it fell sideways when it landed, the culprit's plans would have been ruined.
Yes, like you said, it would have been pointless unless the sign was standing erect. Just like a man's you-know-what.
Again with that joke? Besides, it is not useless when it's not erect.
Exactly.
What?
There was another purpose to the sign. It's the same reason darts and rockets have tails.
I get it. The cut surface would naturally face the ground because of that sign. It was meant to control the body's posture as it fell. So, to wrap it all up, the culprit's motive was to make this seem like a supernatural phenomenon and to spread the QR video, right?
I don't know if that's all there is to it, but probably.
I wonder why Jin was chosen.
Who knows?
Where could his left side be?
It hasn't been found yet. Anyway, starting our search with the people who might have the intel we need is the #1 rule of investigation, right?
Like who?
Didn't we already talk to him?
Jin's right half was up in the studio ceiling the whole time we were shooting the show. There must be someone who knew about it, or at least noticed it.
You mean... the director? Shinpei Wagai?
Right.
Where is he now?
I've tracked him down using his smartphone GPS. He's in Akihabara right now, at the Maid Cafe Sunfish Pocket.
Hey, we know that place.
There he is!
Ah, shit.
Really, dude?
Damn!
I thought you were trying to leave your life of crime. Unfortunately for you, I'm a master of QTEs. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Firing your gun in here? Are you insane?
That feel when you're a member of the Yakuza and you get beat up by a little anime boy?
There are customers and staff in here.
My bad.
An apology is not gonna cut it.
He fires 3 bullets at me and then says, "My bad."
Several people have called the authorities. The local police should be here soon.
Hey, can't you just let me go?
No!
What?
I told you, my girl's pregnant, right?
You should have thought about that before you tried to shoot me.
I can't go to jail.
Yeah, you can.
That's why I accepted his offer in the first place. I needed money to take care of my kid.
Accepted whose offer?
Some guy named Terror. I don't know his real name. Haven't seen his face or heard his voice either. All my contact with him was through Nile.
What did he ask you to do?
He said...
I want to borrow your studio for an hour or so on the 10th before you start preparing for the stream. Do not let anyone near the studio during this time. That includes you. All you need to do is keep the entrance unlocked. That's all. I'll pay you $5 million if everything goes well. I'll pay you on the night of the 11th.
So me and the staff haven't met this Terror guy at all. I don't know what happened in the studio either. I had no idea that was gonna happen.
Come to Class 3A at Sekaba High. You'll get your money there.
Class 3A at Sekaba High.
Ryuki!
Yeah, let's go.
Aw, yeah. Shit's actually happening now. It's amazing. Alright, let's see what's going on. Oh no.
The director of Horodori Institute of Genetics, Chikara Horodori.
No way. It can't be.
F. F! I wish he had gotten more development before he died, though. Nothing to be done. Ryuki, Chapter 2. Ikumi Shrine.
Mr. Date told me about this shrine. This place is so full of nature. Just like Yoyagi Park. It's just calming here.
I see.
Did we just leave the scene of the murder without doing anything? We're a pretty bad detective.
Tama, do you mind giving me some support?
What do you mean?
I've been thinking about Chikara's murder.
Are you sure you're okay, Ryuki?
What do you mean?
I feel like all of this has been taking a huge mental toll on you.
I'm fine. More importantly, can you recreate the crime scene for me? I just need to close my eyes, right?
Yeah, but... Fine. I'll play along. You are technically my master. I can't disobey your orders.
Thanks. Let's start then.
Ryuki is so different from Date. Date would have 100% made a sex joke. I'm pretty sure he did with Aiba in the first game.
I'm sorry, Ryuki. This might freak you out, but there's something I have to tell you.
I'm gay.
Will you hear me out?
What?
The thing is, this corpse is so cowardly that... it has no guts!
Really? This dude is dead, and we just talked to him a couple hours ago.
What?
I know.
You're a psycho.
That was so bad, the joke was over before I even said it.
But yet you still did.
But I just had to do it! I mean, look, the corpse is completely missing its guts!
Yes, I understand
I
that.
couldn't let this chance pass me by.
No, you definitely could have.
Chikara's right side. The cross-section is stuck right onto the blackboard.
What's the estimated time of death?
Based on the time the body was discovered, that would make it about 4 hours ago.
So, around 8 p.m. on February 11th, right around the time we were meeting with Tokiko.
Looks like there aren't any other clues here. Well, satisfied?
No, there was like nothing there. Is it Terror the culprit? I mean, it would seem, but we don't know for sure.
That's my assumption. I can't think of any other suspects.
Just who is this Terror?
I wouldn't be having so much trouble if I knew that.
It can't be Tokiko, can it? Tokiko was with me at Chikara's time of death, and she was in Okinawa during the incident with Jin.
Yeah, at the very least, it seems unlikely that she did it personally.
But something has been bothering me. I feel like Tokiko is involved somehow. Chikara was a member of NICE, and he knew about Bats 490. That's not all. The appearance of Jin's corpse was made to seem like a paranormal phenomenon, as if the same thing from the Philadelphia experiment had happened.
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation, a false world created by a program.
Could she have done all this to give her claim credibility?
Yeah, but why would you go that far?
I don't know, but it's possible.
Maybe she's just crazy.
In any case, let's go see Tokiko. I have to talk to her.
Understood. We've come this far. I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
I've been expecting you. I thought you would be arriving soon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I knew you would come see me.
And why is that, ma'am? Stop doing the Illuminati symbol. Do you know someone named Chinpei Wagai?
No, I don't.
Then do you know about Terror?
I've heard that name on the news, yes. This is about the culprit, is it not?
Yes, but...
I have absolutely no idea who it could be. I'm sorry I can't help you, but...
Jin's right half didn't teleport.
I've solved the mystery, Miss Shigure. Jin's right half didn't teleport. It was just made to seem that way. It should have been obvious when you think about it. Teleportation? It's impossible. We live in a simulation? This is a fake world created by a program? Impossible. Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. Just a ludicrous myth like UFOs, ghosts, and Kappa. I'm sure there are people who'd like to believe in these things, and there are groups who profit by making people believe.
Mr. Ryuki, it appears as though there's been some misunderstanding. We of NICE have nothing to do with this.
Are you sure about that? All the pieces would fit together if NICE is the one that made the QR video. The falsified paranormal phenomenon. What was written on the signboard. It all advances your agenda. Could it be that you wanted to spread the QR video by showing that sign along with the corpse on stream?
As I've told you, we are not the ones who made the QR video. What is the purpose of the QR video in the first place? Are you saying there is some message urging people to join Nyes in it?
No, we never said that. About Chakar's murder.
I know of the incident, of course. However...
Yes, I know you have an alibi. We were here, having a conversation during the time of Chikara Horadori's death.
Which is very convenient, because we weren't here for that long.
But that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely innocent. You are the president of Nyes. Surely you have plenty of subordinates who can do your bidding.
Are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
No, he's pretty much saying
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
Well...
Remember what Tokiko said. Chikara Horadori is an avid believer in the Order of Percent. Their Order and Nyes are heading in completely different directions.
Yep.
Perhaps Nyes and the Order of Percent are hostile.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations.
Well, you pretty much said that yourself.
It is true that Nyes and the Order of Percent have differing beliefs. However, we are not at odds with one another. Both organizations believe in the simulation theory. In that respect, we are comrades.
What do Nyes and the Order of Percent believe in?
We are living in a simulation, a false world. And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what Nyes believes. On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation, a false world. But they wish to remain imprisoned within it forever.
Y'all sound diametrically opposed.
Forever?
Mr. Ryuki, have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
No, of course not.
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things up, leave a trail of debris wherever you go. An absurd, heinous game where you can freely commit all sorts of horrible crimes.
I've never played anything like that, but I know what you mean.
Then you can understand. If this is a false world created by someone, then the Order of Percent believe they can do whatever they wish.
Oh.
To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with no real consequences.
Okay, so I feel like the murderer would be a member of the Order of Percent then.
That's why they want to live here forever?
Exactly.
I get it. That's why Chikara was researching immortality.
In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
About Chikara's research on immortality.
I am aware that Chikara was very particular about immortality. However, I will say one thing. One must not believe in eternal youth. Eternal youth is a lie.
I don't know. I mean, Japanese people, even when they're old, they still look pretty young.
By the way, Mr. Ryuki, do you remember what you said earlier? Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. That is clearly false. The simulation theory is not occult. It falls within the realm of science. In fact, many esteemed scientists have given serious thought to the matter. The theory was originally proposed by a Swedish philosopher. However, the concept has been around since long ago, even as far back as the days of Plato and Zhuangzi. This world may be an illusion. At least, there is no way to prove it isn't an illusion. There are great people throughout history who have held such ideas.
But there's no way to prove it is an illusion either, is there?
No, there is plenty of science to support it. The holographic principle, theory of relativity, the measurement problem in quantum theory can also be considered proof. I'd like to ask you one thing. Beings that are far more intelligent and advanced than we humans, do you believe a civilization of such beings exists anywhere in this world?
Yeah, Bigfoot.
And by this world, I mean all possible worlds in the entire universe, including those outside of our own.
Well, somewhere out there, probably.
I agree. Taking that into consideration, we're left with 3 possibilities. 1. Civilization hasn't reached a level of technology advanced enough to create a simulation that can't be distinguished from reality. 2. Civilization has reached a level of technology advanced enough to accomplish this, but it hasn't for some reason. 3. Civilization has reached that level of technology and has no strong reason not to use it. Therefore, they've proceeded with creating an intricate simulation. Which of these do you think is most likely?
Are you saying it's 3?
That is what a famous Swedish philosopher believed, at least. He further explains, that civilization must have run simulations millions or even trillions of times. In which case, it would make sense to believe our world would be included in one of those simulations.
You're saying it's far more likely that we're one of the countless simulated worlds, rather than a world that exists in the one and only reality. Do I have that right?
Yes, but unlike Chikara, I have no interest in the concept of immortality, because my objective is to tear at the seams of this world and emancipate us all.
So you mean dying?
No. Death and emancipation are completely different. I have no desire to commit suicide, though I would be fine with dying at any time.
Because this world isn't real.
There is that, yes. However, there is another reason. If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself. We are living in a false world created by a program. Therefore, if we can rewrite its code, we can create miracles. Like reincarnation, or even...
I don't like those eyes. You need to do something with those eyes.
bringing someone who has already passed back to life.
Like Chikara?
Has this woman lost it?
Yes, it would seem so.
Ryuki, you were right. There's clearly a lot of reasons to be suspicious of Tokiko.
Yeah. Let's check with Wingsync.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
What is this?
Looks like Tokiko is blackmailing someone.
What is it she saw?
I don't know. This is as far as we can get through Wingsync.
Then...
Gotta bring her in.
Yes, let's get a deeper look into her mind, using a regular sync.
Ryuki, just to confirm, you did get permission, right?
Of course we did.
Yes, she accompanied me voluntarily and...
No, I meant from Boss.
I haven't seen Boss. She wasn't in the control room.
It's fine. I'll be sure to talk to her later.
I don't think this is a good idea. Besides, you don't look so good, Ryuki.
He looks like your standard anime boy.
Fine. So please, I need more leads to solve this case.
But you... Oh, fine. I'll help you for now, but I won't be held responsible. Deal? Look, Ryuki, please just don't cause any problems.
We won't.
You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. I absolutely need you to follow this rule.
Yes, understood.
Okay then, let's begin.
Oh, the restaurant owner.
Again?
He looks like he's in pain. Why?
disappeared. I wonder what the relationship between Tokiko and Gen is.
What was that?
We need to talk to Gen.
Ryuki, you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that? It became Shoma for a split second. Maybe Tokiko is related to him as well.
Why Shoma? Tama, make chase! Throw yourself in the water!
You make it sound like I'm committing suicide. Okay.
This world is mine. Do you understand?
Was that Tokiko's voice?
It sounded like she was talking to someone.
It's silent. You will follow my orders.
Tokiko's voice again.
I wonder who she's talking to. She can't be talking to herself.
Let's transcend this world together.
Wait, she must be talking to...
Chikara?
Ryuki, look! Outside the window.
Shoma?
Shoma.
What's going on?
So she does have a relationship with Shoma.
Maybe what we heard earlier was for Shoma too.
Love is born.
Let's think about it later. Look at that. It looks painful.
I have a bad feeling about this. Follow it.
What was that?
So many people. What is Tokiko thinking?
At the end of an incomplete world, truth is born.
That's...
Bruh, what is happening?
Non-Yipple X. There's something there.
Let's go.
I'm going to open it.
Finally. Dear Lord.
Is it some kind of planning sheet? It says Nirvana Initiative.
Ooh, title drop!
The Nirvana Initiative.
No good. There's too much blacked out.
Come on. Isn't there anything else?
Ryuki, we're almost out of time.
Wait! Try reading more of it!
Computer, please.
Go. Ryuki Chapter 2.
Miss Shigure, I've taken a look inside your mind, using this machine.
And I wish I hadn't. About Shoma.
Shoma Enda. I know you know about him. Can you tell me about your relationship with him?
About Gen.
Do you know someone named Gen Ishiagane? He appeared in your dream.
What is the Nirvana Initiative?
The Nirvana Initiative. Is it some sort of plan?
Why did you agree to come with us then? You knew we would do this. Or you should have known. Where's Boss?
I haven't seen her. She probably hasn't arrived at Abyss HQ yet.
What to do with Tokiko?
Tokiko Shigure is not a suspect.
Why not?
Can't detain her without clear grounds to do so.
So we have to release her. I guess we have no choice.
It seems you have many questions for me, but I apologize. I'm afraid I have prior engagements.
Oh, of course you do.
Could you please visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight?
Oh, sure.
I would be happy to share more information with you then.
Well, I'm very curious to see how this
Now,
goes.
if you'll excuse me.
Go see Jin and Shoma.
In that Somnium earlier, Gen appeared. And Shoma did too.
So Tokiko definitely knows them, and yet...
Could you please visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight?
Tama, what time is it now?
A little past 1300. We have almost 9 whole hours until the appointed time.
Anyway, let's talk to Gen and Shoma. Where are they now?
Well... I can't track down either of them. Either their phones are out of battery, their GPS is off, or they're somewhere without any signal.
Suspicious.
Then we'll have to take a guess. Maybe Shoma is at school.
No, he hasn't been there in a while.
He hasn't been going to school?
It seems not.
Well, I'll get to that later. So then Shoma must be at home. Or...
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too.
At the rooftop amusement park at Misatan.
Gen is probably at his restaurant, or the warehouse district at the port. He once told me he loves the warehouse district, that he goes there all the time to look at the sea.
So we have 4 destinations to check. Let's get moving.
Shoma, the director of Horodori Institute, Chikara Horodori, was killed. Did you know about that?
Way to cut straight to the point, Ryuki.
Why are you asking me? Of course I know. The killer calling himself Terror did it. But he hasn't been caught yet.
That's why. I want you to help me. Help me uncover Terror's identity.
About Komji.
I'm sorry, but please don't ask about my dad. I don't want to be reminded of him.
Why? What's your relationship with Tokiko?
What?
Tokiko. Tokiko Shigure. I think you might know her. Then what about NICE? Tokiko is the president of NICE.
Why does that matter?
Oh, he's one of the gifted children. And nice.
It matters. Terror is definitely related to the QR video. There's a high probability that the video was made by Tokiko, who's the president of NICE.
So what? Leave me alone.
Bruh, you were in her dream.
Please. I just want to be left alone.
This is a murder investigation, sir? About the QR video.
I don't know much about that video. I barely even watched it. I only know about Bats 490.
That reminds me, you haven't told me the details of Bats 490 yet. The rumor is, people who decoded that video message have gone missing, but they all left behind the same clue. I've learned the secret of the world, but you haven't disappeared. Why?
Oh, that's right, he did solve it.
Don't ask me. All I did was decrypt the code. I didn't go anywhere.
Sounds like something a clone would say.
The only thing I know for sure is that Bats 490 is an ARG. It's just a game.
I don't know.
But the Nirvana Trial, on the other hand...
Nirvana Trial?
What's the Nirvana Trial? Yes, tell us.
It's a video that's been going viral. It was uploaded to ViewCube first, and then it blew up from there. A bunch of people who watched it have gone missing.
Ryuki, I found the video. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, I want to go missing.
No, I'll watch it later. This is more important right now.
Fuck you, I want to see it.
Just so I have the facts straight. This is completely different from the QR video and Bats 490, right?
I already told you. Bats 490 is just a game. No one really went missing, and it had nothing to do with the secret of the world. But the Nirvana Trial is different. It's not just a game. It's real. There's something seriously messed up about it.
You've seen it?
No, I was too scared.
Then how do you know?
People are going missing, one after the other.
Tama, any information on these missing people?
There are about 90,000 people who go missing in Japan each year. That means, on average, about 1,730 people go missing each week.
Is that many missing people normal?
This week, there have been 1,880 missing persons reports filed. That's 150 more than the average, but I can't say whether that's related to the video or not.
Do you know about the Nirvana Initiative?
Initiative? Haven't heard of it. I only know about the video called the Nirvana Trial.
You lying?
I heard you haven't been going to school. If you don't mind, could you tell me why?
I do mind, but can't you tell? I'm all alone, just like that Jin person.
Jin?
I read about it online. He had been sick for a long time. I don't know what his condition is called or whatever, but it was some sort of chronic disease. He was sick since he was young. Stayed in the hospital for a long time, didn't have any friends.
How come this is the first we're hearing about that?
According to the article, he took his classes from the hospital. I felt bad for him. One is lonely enough as it is, but he's only one half.
That's a weird thing to say.
Sorry, I need to go somewhere.
Wait, we're not done here.
Yeah, I haven't winked you yet, bro.
You can keep the door unlocked. See ya.
I can't believe it. He actually left.
Boy, he was totally different than the first time we talked to him.
What kind of person goes out and leaves a stranger in his home?
Someone who doesn't care.
Nothing we can do. Looks like we'll have to get moving too.
Dude, what if Ryuki just stole all his stuff?
Oh, Mame is here too.
Why are you here?
There's something I wanted to ask Gen.
And what would that be?
Well...
What's wrong?
Maybe she lost 50,000 yen on pachinko slot machines.
This isn't boss we're talking about.
Well, it's better than having loose slots in other ways.
Really? She's like 18.
What other way?
No, you know.
No, I don't.
Are you okay? And are you okay?
I'm not sure why, but she seems to be a bit down today. I'm sure she'll be back to her usual self eventually. Please let her be for now.
How are you?
It's all right now, because I am here! Half might, half for all, we are full-time heroes!
Way to copy Ryuki.
Hey, that's my thing.
It's Mommy. She has a grave expression on her face. About the Nirvana Initiative.
Is there anything you can tell me about the Nirvana Initiative?
What is that? Is it some sort of plan?
I think so.
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
About Tokiko.
Gen, do you know a woman named Tokiko Shigure?
Never heard that name before.
Really?
Yeah. Who is this Tokiko person?
The president of an ideological society called Nizet Laws. Or NIZE.
Why are you lying?
NIZE. You mean that secret society or whatever?
Yeah.
It actually exists? I thought it was just an urban legend.
I thought so too.
So what's that got to do with the case?
I explained the details of Bats 490 and the QR video to him. I told him it's highly likely that Nice made the QR video, among other things.
So I tried searching through Tokiko's memories using a certain device. While I was in there, I saw you.
I see. But I'm telling you, I don't know this person you're talking about.
Then why would you be in her memories, bro?
It could be someone else wearing the same mask.
That's true, but they have the same build.
That doesn't sound...
It's also possible that Tokiko knows Gen, but not the other way around.
That's true.
Hey Ryuki, there's something bothering me. Something is wrong with Amame.
Yeah, she doesn't seem very energetic today.
No, not that. Her heart rate jumped dramatically earlier, right when she heard the words Tokiko and Nirvana Initiative.
Oh.
What?
About the Nirvana Initiative.
Do you know something about the Nirvana Initiative?
About Tokiko.
Do you know Tokiko?
Wink sync.
It's okay. It's okay. Everything will be fine.
was that?
I don't know.
Hey, Gen. There's something I want to ask Mame. How do you think I can get her to talk to me?
Let's see. Amame likes trivia, so maybe if you frame your question like a quiz?
A quiz? A quiz.
What kind of pan?
What kind of pan can you not cook with?
A pancake.
The answer is simple. Panties.
Oh, come on.
The highest mountain in the world is...
The highest mountain in the world is Mount Everest. But what is the second highest mountain?
K2.
I wasn't asking you.
Stop questioning.
No response.
I'm at a loss. Oh, I know. Maybe if you play that song.
What song?
One moment, please. I'll get it ready.
Strawberry wine. 17.
I get a call from you. Satellites circle and fade from view. My voice wavers and my words fail me. So I'll sing. In the dark, the shadows settle in. We embark but cannot see a thing. Rejoice, you're not alone, you are renewed. Everyone is here with you. There is hope within that shining light. The morning sun sees flowers bloom in snow. There is rain within those cheerful eyes. Where it falls, a gorgeous green will grow. And in time, even if the colors turn gray, those memories of you and me, those effervescent days, they will never change. They will never fade. Thanks, Genny. I think I feel a bit better.
That's good.
Looks like Amame is back to her usual self.
You like the warehouse district, don't you?
Did I say something like that before?
Yeah, I think you did.
I have fond memories of the warehouse district. I go there every morning and...
You always stop by there after stocking up at the market, right?
Do you go buy stock every morning?
Yes, since I can't store meat or fish in the freezer.
And the freezer in the back doesn't open anymore.
Why not?
I can't find the key.
The freezer is locked?
Oh? What's going on back
Yes, though I can still use the refrigerator, so I'm able to manage for now.
there? Now you're gonna need to tell us how you're linked to the crazy woman. Why were you feeling down earlier?
It was nothing.
Did you get jilted or something?
No, I just lost 50,000 yen on pachinko.
See?
You can't be serious.
About Tokiko.
I only know her name from the internet. I just love stories about the occult and conspiracy theories. And when I looked up Nyes, that name came up.
Then what about the Nirvana initiative?
I read about that on the internet too. It was on an occult news site. Supposedly, there's some sort of sinister plan by that name. But that's all that was written about it. Really, I'm telling the truth. Trust me.
Trust me. That makes me not trust you at all. What was that song from earlier?
I was going through a very painful time of my life. It was so bad that I didn't even want to go on. Then, Genny played that song from earlier.
You mean he wrote it?
Well, yes.
The title is The Flower That Blooms in Snow. He recorded it on a cassette and gave it to me as a present.
We didn't get leads despite all that time we spent here. Neither of them had any information on Tokiko.
But if that's true, why was Gen in Tokiko's Somnium?
No, something's going on with that girl, Mame, whatever her name is.
Anyway, we can figure that out later. Let's investigate somewhere else for now. Ryuki, why are we here?
Remember how I said before that I like nature? The sea is also a part of nature. By the way, Tama, look over there.
That's...
Ooh.
You know them?
Oh, no, not really. I've just seen them around before.
Dressed kind of strangely, don't you think?
Yeah.
Maybe they're coming back from a cosplay event. Excuse me. I'm sorry, do you have a minute?
You.
Why are you dressed like that?
None of your business.
Who are you?
I don't need to tell you anything.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Wink sync.
What's going on? Why could he be crying?
Do you know me?
You're beginning to annoy me. Would you please leave?
Annoy you?
Fine. Then I will take my leave instead.
She sounds like Mizuki a little bit, or reminds me of her at least.
The day to take action is approaching, and I must stop the plan.
Stop what?
There she goes.
Why would she randomly say such an ominous thing in front of us?
What was she talking about?
I don't know. Cosplay band, maybe?
I've never heard of a plan like that.
Then maybe it's a family plan. Whatever the case, I think it's clear that that woman isn't all there. Let's forget about it. More importantly...
On to the next place, huh?
Ryuki, you look tired. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, bro.
After all that, we haven't made any progress at all.
He does look tired.
It takes a toll, knowing you've wasted your time on a case like this.
Why don't you rest for a bit?
I plan on it. That's why I came here. This place is always therapeutic for me.
Is that...
Leon.
What's he doing here?
Let's go find out.
Oh, it's you.
Probably came here to hit on some more teenagers. What are you drinking?
Oh, this? It's Alfred. Non-alcoholic beer.
Sounds awful.
I really love this drink. It was in that vending machine, so I got one.
Do you know about the Nirvana Trial, Lean?
Yeah, and that's the video that everyone's talking about online, right? I haven't seen it myself, but I've heard of it. And I heard a bunch of people that watched it have gone missing, though who knows if that's all true. Supposedly, there's some complex hidden message in that video. Just like Bats 490. I don't know much else.
Why are you here?
I like this part. It's quiet, peaceful, serene.
I know the feeling.
It's the perfect place to be left alone with your thoughts.
I agree, but what were you thinking about?
Oh, I just got a request from someone. I agreed to do it on the spot, but no, I'm not sure if it was the right choice. I've been wondering if I should have refused instead.
What was the request?
Can't tell you that. It's confidential.
Well, I'ma sink you.
Well, I don't know the situation exactly, but I understand what you're asking. You want to get inside that facility and take a look around. Maybe there's something there. Though I didn't see anything last time I was there. Oh well. I'll accept your request. So stop making that face, alright? Cheer up, please.
Facility?
I don't know.
By tonight, he must have meant today. The night of the 12th, right?
I would assume so. You did say you just got the request.
Who did it come from?
I can't tell.
Anyway, I'll be going now. Looks like you've got a lot on your plate, but try not to overdo it. See ya.
We're just gonna let him leave?
By the way, Ryuki, about the Nirvana Trial.
There's way more shit we could have asked him.
Now that you bring it up, We haven't watched the video yet.
Wanna watch it?
Yeah, play it.
What?
I'm sorry. Can you please play it for me?
Very well. Hey... Ryuki? Are you okay?
Oh no. My man's losing it. Bro, calm down. It's just a video. Was he watching the video last time? The Bats 490 video when he freaked out? I think so.
What? What? It can't be. How? Why is it suddenly nighttime?
Don't you know? The Earth rotates toward the east, so...
What was I doing all this time?
You've been standing there, like an NPC that froze up. Hey, what happened?
That's what I'd like to know. I watched that video and then I came to and now we're here. What time is it, Tama?
21:30.
Could you please visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight?
This is bad. We need to hurry.
Yeah, definitely.
Sheesh.
This should be interesting. Ryuki's going crazy, and this woman is already crazy. So they're a match made in heaven. Oh no. Fuck.
No.
It can't be.
Fuck.
This can't be happening.
When did you last see Tokiko?
I think it was around 1400. The president got back from seeing the police, returned to this room, then I haven't seen her since. I'm not always in the president's office. I'm usually on standby in the room outside. I only come here when called.
Tokiko has been in this room since 2 p.m.?
She should have been, yeah.
Has anyone entered or left the room?
No one.
Is it possible that someone was in there before 2 p.m.?
No. I'm sure you're already aware, but the security here is incredibly tight. There are security cameras all over the stairs and corridors, along with the elevator and outside the door. It's impossible to get in without getting noticed.
Ryuki, I checked the data on the security cameras. It's true that no one entered this room other than Tokiko, and no one left it either.
How the body was found?
The president informed me that you'd be here at 2200, so I let you through into this room. Then, her body.
Is there only one way in or out of the room?
Yeah, that door is the only way in or out.
Are there any security cameras in this room?
Of course not. Who'd put a security camera in their own room? Anyway, I need to report to the people at Nye's.
Very well. Please don't let anyone out of the building.
Got it.
How did this happen?
If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself.
Is she gonna do it? And I think we'll go ahead and cut this episode here, and I'll see you on the next one.